Here we go.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm way over here.
Yep.
Welcome in, fellas. Today is going to be an interesting show. It is going to be a show forecasting, previewing the Super Bowl 59 down in New Orleans.
One game left.
One game left. One final game. After the championship weekend, I sat in this chair last Thursday, battled for the Eagles, battled for the Chiefs, and here we are.
Got what you wanted.
Josh Allen.
What you wanted and no one else in America wanted.
Josh Allen couldn't get over the hump.
No.
And the Commanders were due for an awakening going on the road outside against that Eagles defense. And like we said, the Lions ran for 200 yards, and they threw the ball 43 times. If they would have just gotten established more in the run game and stopped letting the fucking Commanders score every time they touched the ball, they actually would have been able to run. And
bad recipe, letting the other team score every time?
Yeah.
Got it. Love that.
Yep.
Love that. Big game coming up, dude. How do you feel? Your team's in the Super Bowl. You only get this every so often. Like I said, I'm a Packer fan. I had Aaron Rodgers in his prime. Only went to one Super Bowl, so don't take him for granted.
I'm trying to enjoy the time.
Yep.
Right now, I'm doing my best trying to not to take it for granted.
Yep.
Filled with anxiety, very excited, very scared.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe.
Yep.
Dude. I for some reason, Luke, I've said to you all year, in games that I have confidence in, I tell you. In games I don't have confidence in, I tell you. We fade them, we tail them. But as of right now, the joy that it brings me knowing that it is a completely different defense from Super Bowl 57, and it just so happens the best player on our team, on our offense, wasn't there for Super Bowl 57.
Yep.
It feels a little different. It feels so impossible that the Kansas City Chiefs lose a football game right now. It's actually giving me hope. Everyone out there, all my buddies that I talk to, Kansas City Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs. You got to bet on the Chiefs. Chiefs, 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 Chiefs. If you're not betting on the Chiefs, it's a donation. It's a donation. It's a donation. But they're all the same people who were on the Buffalo Bills last week fading them in Arrowhead. And now they're like, we learned our lesson. But that lesson's been going on for 3 years.
Correct.
They haven't lost a playoff game since January 30th.
Everybody wanted to get cute with the Chiefs last year.
2022. You know? It's fucking insane.
We just got a $2.79 tip. Mark my words, Super Bowl MVP Cooper DeJean.
Love that. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but I love it.
It's his birthday.
I know it's his birthday, but I mean, a pick six, maybe a punt return. That would be special.
Yeah, I don't know. Like last year, you're right. It felt like everybody was kind of betting the Niners. Thought that was cute. Thought Kyle Shanahan was gonna.
Also, the Niners have been the team all year. Best defense, best offense, McCaffrey, Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, and then the defense with Fred Warner and Bosa. Everyone loved the Niners. They had an incredible year from top to bottom. I think the Eagles have kind of been in the shadows all year in the NFC, behind that big NFC North with the Vikings and the Lions. And, they kind of just crept. And I know, obviously, they won a bunch of football games, but I feel like they haven't been respected that much all season.
Yeah, the Niners were a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
People like that.
Yeah.
But now the Eagles kind of feel the same way, honestly.
Dude, yeah. I don't know. I truly am not sure if I think people are underestimating how good the Eagles are.
Right.
Like, I think people are just looking at this game and looking at these teams like, when you break it down, the difference between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles is like night and day, from the offensive line to defensive line to the secondary. I know Josh Allen's incredible, but like I said to you on this show last week, the weapons that he was trying to get the job done with in Kansas City, such as Matt Collins, Amari Cooper, Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir, that's not going to get you over the hump in Kansas City. Where it's like, you now look at the weapons of Philadelphia and Jalen Hurts being able to get frisky with his feet alongside the offensive player of the year with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert leading the team in receiving yards in the postseason. Like, this team just put up 55 points with 7 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, the only thing is the quarterback. You trust Josh Allen more than you trust Jalen Hurts.
100%.
And when you look at the Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, it's actually funny. I'm looking at it right now. If the Eagles win, they'll probably have the 2 worst quarterbacks out of the last while to win a Super Bowl. Mahomes, Stafford, Brady. Mahomes, Brady. Foles, Brady, Manning, Brady. Then you go Russell Wilson, make a case, Joe Flacco, Eli Manning, Rodgers, Breeze, Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, Roethlisberger, Brady.
Just how we drew it up. It's exactly the way we like it, dude. That's insane. A lot of Manning, a lot of Brady, a lot of Mahomes.
Yeah.
Stafford.
And they would have by far the best running back. Well, since Marshawn, but obviously he's better than Marshawn, but usually don't have a big running back that wins the Super Bowl. Yeah. I was actually wanted to look.
Offensive player of the year.
I wonder when the last time on a team in the Super Bowl, was it last year, that their running back had better MVP odds than the quarterback? I feel like Purdy had better odds than McCaffrey last year.
I don't know.
Yeah, if any year, it would have been last year.
If any year, it would have been last year. Yeah. And outside of that, like, never.
Yeah, it seems insane that a running back would have better odds than a quarterback.
But, I mean, it's been like, 7 straight playoff games where Jalen Hurts has not turned the ball over. I mean, he's been pretty consistent. He's done what he's needed to do. Last game, he chucked the rock pretty well. I mean, I don't recall a single bad throw or bad pass. I think he went for 220, 230. Yep. Obviously, he had the 1 passing touchdown to A.J. Brown. 1 got dropped by Devonta. And then the 7 rushing touchdowns, which is just fucking insane. 1 by Will Shipley, 3 by Hurts, 3 by Barkley. Just absolutely domination.
Yeah, the only thing that's weird is, like, if I was the Eagles, I'd be concerned about the turnover battle. Like, they need to win the turnover battle. I think they're 10-0 in the playoffs, and I think they've recovered 9 of 11 fumbles, which is, lucky.
I've been thinking the last 48 hours nonstop that in able to win this game, the Eagles need a defensive touchdown.
I don't know if they need a touchdown, but I do think they need to win the turnover battle.
We need a scoop and score, or we need a pick 6 somehow. One that just goes right through Kelsey's hands or through a wide receiver's hands.
Yep.
And it gets tipped up and we take it to the house. We need a defensive turnover. I kind of like the Eagles defense for an anytime touchdown. I know it's probably such a long shot when you're looking at this offense with Mahomes, but I think that's they might need it.
Different said, hey guys, percent of tickets is not percent of money, which I feel like is very obvious. Tickets are on Eagles and money is on Chiefs. I mean, A, it's only Thursday of the first week, and B, you're going to see a different number on every site you're on, I feel like, right now.
Yeah. When I first checked, I saw, majority on Chiefs, but I don't know. I mean, dude, it's just, when thinking about this game, I kind of had, it's funny, I had a dream last night of these 2 teams playing each other, and it was pretty blurry. I've been thinking about Devontae Smith, so I might have skewed my dream a little bit, but I envisioned him having a game.
You love Devontae Smith.
Well, dude, I know that we got fucked on him so hard last week out of $4,000, but I can see this being now the game where dude, I feel like Super Bowl everything that you believe in gets like thrown out the window, and it's going to be like Hollywood Brown and Devontae Smith.
You know my guy Worthy's going to eat.
Yeah.
He's Andy Reid's favorite toy.
No, the one thing that does worry me a lot is Travis Kelce. And we watched Zach Ertz pick apart in the middle of the field, and then the game before it was Parkinson and fucking Higbee.
Yeah.
So I know Travis Kelce's definitely going to eat. I do have some anytime touchdown scores for this game. We do have some leans on some of the novelty props. I just think, like I said, if Spags is everyone's saying, oh, he's dialing up for Saquon Barkley. If that's the case, I mean, just going to have to be dialing up quick throws, quick plays.
Oh, yeah, they will. Who's the 50K TD scorer? Jalen Hurts. Oh, you. That's your guy.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts, probably. I mean, we're bound for a tush push. It's funny that we were on our hands and knees for a tush push in the second quarter last week. He ended up scoring.
Then we got like 9 of them.
Yeah. Insane.
Bunch of touchdown scores?
Yeah, let's go to touchdown scores. I'm just gonna name these out. So last night I was looking at 2 different parlays. This parlay right here, once again, is for $4,000.
Yep.
And $100 brings home $4K. Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy.
Yep.
$100, $4K. The game I went to for Super Bowl 57, Jalen Hurts had 3 rushing touchdowns. Travis Kelce had the first touchdown, not of the game, but for the Chiefs. Crazy enough, I think the first touchdown in that game was like Miles Sanders.
Was it?
In Super Bowl 57.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I know the Eagles scored first, and I know it wasn't a wide receiver. I know it was on the ground. It might have even been Gainwell.
I'm on it, dude.
And Xavier Worthy.
Love Xavier Worthy.
But, dude, I could also see it being Hollywood as well.
Dude, Xavier Worthy has been like, I mean, he didn't score against the Texans, but he came down on the 1. I think he has like pretty much a touchdown a game since a certain week in the season. He's become an absolute monster.
I know.
It was Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
For 1 yard.
There you go.
Oh, Gainwell scored and it got reversed on down at the 1. And then Hurts
Gotcha.
does what he does.
Because it was like a little scamper.
Dude, I want to talk about Gainwell. That's my chomps grass-fed, but he's got a concussion.
He'll be fine. We need him.
I'm dying to make my chomps player of the week, Kenneth Gainwell. Grass-fed beef sticks, dude. Kenneth Gainwell. He gets in. He gets you 10. He got us 8 in the first quarter. Hit it last week. I took his rushing receiving. He was triple in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And if it's not Gainwell.
Gainwell's going to have to play, dude. The concussion, you're not going to sit out for 2 weeks.
Tell him about Chomps.
Chomps is...
We actually had someone in the chat saying Chomps is goated.
Dude, I bought a bunch of Chomps yesterday, even though we get them for free. At
Bailey Lawrence, Chomps are the best. They really are. This is my favorite flavor, jalapeno.
I just like the beef original.
Yeah, you're an OG beef kind of guy. 10 grams of protein, 100 calories per serving.
Meat on meat.
It's just a great snack, gets you through the day. You know, run the ball, just like Kenneth Gainwell.
And then also Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts, Travis Kelce, Hollywood Brown is $100 for $5K.
I just worry about all these guys scoring in the Super Bowl. Like, everybody's just going to cash all their anytime touchdown scorers tickets.
That's why we need to get a little frisky, such as Devontae Smith, such as Xavier Worthy.
Maybe Gainwell scores.
I was thinking, that's why I was saying, like, things get thrown out the window in the Super Bowl. Obviously, the last time we saw it in Super Bowl 57, it was 38-35.
Yeah.
Last year, massive scoring game. What did that end up being of the walk-off overtime touchdown? What was that final score? Very high scoring.
Yeah. All these games have gone over. Yeah. No, wrong score.
McCaffrey.
25-22. So that go over in overtime?
I would guess it was either 40.
It must have, because remember, overtime was 6-3. Because the Niners got the field goal and the Chiefs scored. Chiefs had a 4th and 1.
They won in the ball. You got to remember that in overtime in the Super Bowl. No matter what, the other team gets the chance, even if you score a touchdown. There.
Right.
And what
are the odds on overtime?
And when they took it and they won the toss and they said, "Give us the ball," the Chiefs were like, dude, they wanted the ball. And then Juszczyk was like, oh, I didn't realize that they also get a chance to get the ball too.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Read the rules, bro.
So funny.
Overtime plus 725. Oh, these games are tight.
I almost saw an overtime game in the AFC Championship. I mean, let's go through some of the odds then and see if there's anyone's sneaky value on BetMGM that we like to score an anytime touchdown. I could definitely see Mahomes scoring again.
Plus 400, Mahomes?
I mean, he scored twice last week.
I love that. Goddard plus 333, I like. Hopkins plus 500. I feel like he's becoming a little forgotten. Gainwell plus 1,200. Dude, Saquon breaks one, gets down to the 5. They can't push yet. Gainwell comes in.
I like DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah. Seems high for him.
And Devontae Smith.
Chad, what do we think of a long shot touchdown score? Somebody's telling a guy named Kyle he doesn't know ball. He said, I took D-Hop at plus 550 anytime TD. What about D-Hop? Yeah, people love D-Hop.
Eagles defense.
Dude, Truckin' Matei says, Gavin, pick up. Your energy is down.
Dude, the energy can't be too high this far in advance to the Super Bowl.
Tell it to Truckin' Matei.
The energy, if my energy's through the roof, what are we? 10 days out? 12 days out?
We're getting there, dude.
12 days out from the Super Bowl. I'll be dead by the game starts.
I'll tell you what I like, and I liked it last week of the Eagles on a teaser, dude. You got them up past 7.5.
And tease down the over?
Yeah. I feel like it could be one of those games where all the teasers hit.
Imagine if it was a game where just all the touchdowns hit.
That'd be gas.
Besides Devontae Smith.
I know, like last week. Pass interference in the end zone. Yeah, I feel like those are
DeAndre Hopkins, Noah Gray, plus 1,700. Excuse me, DeAndre Hopkins, Dallas Goedert, plus 1,700.
It's kind of gas.
DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Brown, plus 1,400.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know who we're gonna take first touchdown. I was thinking about it yesterday, dude. I don't want to take Jalen Hurts or Saquon Barkley or Travis Kelce. I want to make this. We're going to be at the fucking game.
Mahomes, 2,200.
Like, I want it to be a memorable, like, holy fuck, those guys just hit that guy. Like, fucking Noah Gray plus 2,800. The Super Bowl to remember forever.
I mean, Mahomes, 2,200 feels really nice.
I know.
The guy gets inside the 10. He looks for it. We got Nate coming on now, so let us know when he's ready. We'll talk anytime touchdowns with him. Whenever he's ready, we can rock him in. All right, let's get him in.
Let's get him in.
Perfect timing. We got our anytime touchdown, first touchdown. What's up, bro?
Hey.
Yo, what's good?
What's going on?
How you guys doing?
This morning, dude.
Dude, I'm not sleepy. I'm just, keeping calm.
Well, you better rest up. We got a crazy week about to start.
Come on, bro.
Dude,
I can't wait.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do.
How we doing, dude?
Doing amazing. And I'm looking at these props, and I can't believe no one said, how about a Grant Calcaterra touchdown?
I love it.
Dude, I feel like Grant Calcaterra
plus 1,600, that would hit like crack.
I feel like his name always gets thrown around every week, and I feel like I just never see him.
Plus,
the only thing. Like,
I'm always
looking at the tight end too, and I feel like I just don't ever see him as an opportunity in the red zone.
And another person, I mean, he closed this game out for Kansas City last game. Samaje Perine sneaking in plus 1,000. And if you want to get frisky, a Grant Calcaterra, Samaje Perine, 2-leg parlay, $10 to get you $1,700, man. Wouldn't that be great on Super Bowl Sunday?
Real.
That would be a hell of a Super Bowl Sunday.
Dude, holy Plus 17.
And I just feel like with Super Bowls, we're gonna get a touch. It's not gonna, just like you guys were saying. I refuse to believe it's only gonna be Saquon, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, or Travis Kelce scoring like in this game. Like obviously that's definitely possible. But
also there's no fun in that, dude. There's no fun in like
there definitely is no fun in that. And for that reason, also, like I haven't seen it too many times, but Jalen Hurts for 3 touchdowns again. I just feel like trying to win a game, you guys get inside the 10-yard line. I feel like they'll try to tush push from the 5 if they need to.
Yeah.
And realistically, I like you guys are saying, I just feel like the Eagles, they're the underdogs. Their backs against the wall. They're fighting against everything. And they're going to try any way possible to get into the end zone once they get down there. And I feel like we'll probably see. How many times did we see the tush push this last game?
79.
I wonder if we'll see it more or less this game. But I'm pretty sure that they're going to run that into the ground.
You're going to see it as much as they have the opportunity to use it. It's going to be every time they can.
You know what would be hilarious? I would just love the Eagles to start the game if they got the ball. Just start the game in a tush push. Just set the tone that way.
Yeah, try to get a first down.
just set the tone.
4 yards first play. Tush
Dude,
push.
if you started like with Hurts and Gunn and then you checked into it and ran it, you would get a lot of yards. You'd get like 4 easy.
Yeah.
Oh man, or you make Andy Reid waste a timeout early.
Dude, I still have PTSD from Super Bowl 57 when they had the tush push on 3rd and 1 midfield. We end up false starting.
Yeah.
And
then the fumble.
And then the very next play was the fumble, which got scooped and scored for the Chiefs. That was very, very, very bad. We go from a first down to 7 points for the bad guys.
Nate, to your point about like random guys scoring, I'm looking at the last couple Chiefs. The Chiefs-Eagles game, the Chiefs, Pacheco scored, and then they had Kelce score. But then there was Kadarius Toney, 1 catch, 5 yards, touchdown. Sky Moore, 1 catch, 4 yards, touchdown.
See?
And then against the Niners, obviously Hardman had the walk-off. Scantling only had 3 catches and a touchdown. So
I got a question for you guys.
What do you got?
If you had to put a bet on one of the defenses or special teams to score, like which way you going?
Dude, I was just saying, I've been thinking the last like 48 hours, able to win this game, we need a defensive touchdown. And it's not going to be like a blatant interception. It has to be a tip ball off of someone's hands that lands into one of these fast DBs like Quinion Mitchell or Cooper DeJean or Reed Blankenship, and they just house it. And also, they've been poking out the ball a bunch over on the sidelines as guys go down. Could also see a scoop and score from someone on their side of the football. Dude, that would be so glorious.
I know you don't want
Eagles defensive touchdown.
I know you don't want to hear this, but what about Remigio? What about him? What about him sneaky fast for Kansas City? You know, Andy Reid and that coaching staff. I would suspect they have something special on special teams like brewing for this game. I would think on both sides they do, but more or less, when you have a guy like Remigio, he's fast. He's shown that he's fast. So I think maybe that he can definitely be a threat to score.
Plus, don't worry about the blocks in the back. You know they're not calling those. They'll just let him get right to the sideline.
It's also crazy that at one point in the season we saw like Carson Steele be this lead back.
Yeah.
And now like we're with Kareem Hunt and Pacheco, and it's just wild the journey that this Chiefs team is.
I like Hunt at plus 140, dude. I feel like he's a dog when he gets inside the 5, and he'll be the guy.
Yeah.
So you said Gainwell has a concussion, right?
Yeah, he didn't practice yesterday, but I'm waiting for him, dude, because that's going to be my guy. And if it's not, it's going to be Shipley. I'll be all over that.
I was just about to say, so maybe a value bet to make right now is Shipley, just in case.
Yeah, that's a good call.
We get into next week, because if he misses one practice next week, that's Shipley anytime touchdown plus 1,400, probably going to drop down to like plus 800, I would think.
Yeah, might need to get in early on that, dude. That's a glue guy play for sure.
I wish there was Will Shipley rushing prop.
I know. Well, they're probably worried about this, that they don't know who it's going to be and they don't want to get, exposed.
I just don't see a world where you get concussed and then you go the next 2 weeks and aren't able to play next Sunday.
Dude, you've clearly never had a concussion.
I was going to say, easy for you to say, bro.
Never had a concussion. And concussions are one of those things, bro. You think you feel better and you wake up and any bit of light hurts. Like it's just it can make you nauseous. It's terrible. It's terrible. But hopefully he is ready for the game. But I still think betting Shipley because again, coming back from a concussion, especially when you're a running back, when you're expected and you're definitely going to take hits, that's one of those things too. Like he might play and not finish the game. So Shipley, I think, is probably a good, nice blanket.
He also looked good last week.
Dude, and he looked great week 18. When
he's a dog.
Like when week 18 against the Giants, he looked great.
Yep.
And then obviously
he recovered a fumble last week too on special teams.
Yeah,
maybe it's his time.
Dude, first player ever in the playoffs.
And that's another reason why too he's on special teams. And
you
never know what happens. I feel like that's a little bit more value that they don't really think about. And sometimes they do think about that. You actually can't put Shipley, like at least in Virginia, you can't put Shipley in parlays because he is a guy that plays on special teams, so he gets a little bit more value. So you just have to bet it straight up. But plus 1,400.
Yeah, but like you said, dude, like if Gainwell does play, his odds probably stay the same. But if Gainwell doesn't play, his odds will like shoot up, probably like 7-1, 8-1.
Yep,
gotta love it.
Also, I could see like the Calcaterra opportunity or one of these guys who are very frisky because I know for a fact that there is going to be a time where they go to tush push and it's downside hike and Jalen Hurts actually goes to go and then rolls out. And it's either a pass or a handoff to Saquon or something. We've seen them do it a few times.
Well, dude, when they do it,
they've done that like twice all year. But I was feeling it. There was a possibility last week. But then all of a sudden the game was, a 20, 30-point game. In the Super Bowl,
against the Packers, I actually called it to 3rd and 1 is when they'll do it.
Was this week 1?
No, it was in the playoffs.
Or in the playoffs.
3rd and 1, they were on like the 50, and I had a feeling because you're coming with 4th and 1 if you don't get it. So he like rolled out. I think he threw it over the top and it got broken up. I think it might have worked.
You know what I'm waiting for? You got to look out for Travis Kelce. Like when he does his little improv lateral plays, catching the ball across the middle and pitching it to someone like Worthy and him taking it another 40 yards. I feel like that's something that hopefully the defensive coordinator and everyone on the Eagles are paying attention to and looking at and just making sure that on all plays, guys are rallying to the ball and being aware that Kelce is a guy that he will pitch the ball. It's not a fake. If he's looking, he will try to pitch that ball and maybe try to knock it down or intercept it or do something.
The defense for the Eagles has to be buzzing. To be buzzing. The secondary and the pressure up front, the front four has to be getting pressure the best they can on Mahomes. I feel like we've yet to see in the playoffs Mahomes get in under any pressure.
Yep.
I feel like I haven't seen that guy on the ground once, and then when he has been, it's a flag. So we need to see a couple sacks in this game. Jalen Carter just needs to continue to dominate and wreak mayhem in the middle.
Plus 6,600 MVP Jalen Carter. I feel like that's a nice.
Locke said that too.
Yeah, man.
That was the first guy I said.
We go back to Von Miller. Last defensive player, he had 2.5 sacks. Just the flow of this game, obviously the flow of the game and how important plays are. But if he can find a way to get back there and sack Mahomes 2 times and maybe have TFLs and a bunch of pressures like he has been doing this offseason, if it ends up being a vanilla game like on offense, hey, anything's possible.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it's so funny how those odds shift around even from one play. Like in the second quarter, if he did one thing in the first, such as a strip sack or something, all of a sudden he's the favorite at halftime.
Yeah.
Like one massive play throughout these games, like shift those odds significantly. And I feel like plus 6,600. And like we said, if this ends up not being the most offensively explosive game, all of a sudden Jalen Carter. Also, this is already a guy who plays every single snap.
Yep.
Now you're getting 2 weeks off, and this is one game for the rest of your life. Empty the gas tank right here. This is
I hope the Eagles, even though their ends, they've been playing well, but 74 on the Kansas City Chiefs, the tackle who has all the holding penalties, I would let Jalen Carter start the game off and bull rush him a couple of times just to make Patrick Mahomes uneasy and to really set the tone, because if they can also force penalties like blatant holds or just trying to protect Patrick Mahomes, I think that's going to be a huge factor in the game also.
Yep.
And I see in the chat, that's another one. Zach Bond could be sneaky also.
Yeah, that guy's everywhere, dude.
He's been playing crazy. Virginia doesn't always have the player prop bets, and during the playoffs they have for defense. And last game I had Zach Bond over 9.5 tackles for I think it was plus maybe 115, 120. Yep. Dude had that at halftime.
Damn. All right, that's good to know. I'll be all over that.
Dude, unreal. Well, I can't believe we're talking about an Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl. It is going to be just every day until then, just nonstop thinking about props, touchdown scores, the props. Nate, always appreciate you, dog.
Can't wait to see you guys next week. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a great time. And it's
going to be sweating, dude. Going to be sweating by that time next week.
All right, bro.
Yeah. All right, guys. You guys have a good one.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Well, dude.
Tell them about Fireball.
A rivalry that is in the brewing.
Right?
Super Bowl 57 and now Super Bowl 59. Fireball.
You better hope this becomes a rivalry,
dude.
The
official rival drink, official tailgate drink of not only October, not only November, not only December, not only January, but as we get into February, I'm sure some Fireball will be getting passed around next week in New Orleans. Fireball is the official rivalry beverage. This time next week, maybe we'll rip some good luck Fireball shots for the Chiefs Eagles.
Hell yeah.
This is now sort of a rivalry. You got Andy Reid, ex-Eagles coach, going against the Eagles. Before it was Travis Kelce versus Jason Kelce. Now here we go again, a second rodeo, Super Bowl 59. Is it going to be the Kansas City Chiefs being the first team in NFL history for a three-peat? Or are we going to watch history in the making and seeing?
Sit back and have a Fireball.
And
find out.
I thought about too? The Eagles in the 2010s had one chance and they did it, taking down the GOAT. Now here we are this decade. One chance. Here we go again to beat the GOAT.
2000s had a chance too, right? Did they lose to Brady in the Super Bowl?
Correct.
McNabb?
Correct. Dude, that's a trend. 3 decades ago, we lost the GOAT. The next decade, which was last decade, we then got revenge, beat the GOAT.
Yeah, there's something here.
Now we already lost to Mahomes. Now we have the chance to beat him.
So see if we have some guest callers?
Yeah, sure.
Guys, next week.
I was going to say that as well. Hayden. Brandon Graham also coming off IR. Massive.
Guys, next week, we're going to New Orleans. We're going to do the show live from New Orleans, Thursday and Sunday. It's going to be epic. Thanks to all you guys out there.
It is going to be unreal.
We're going to New Orleans. Gavin's going to get to bend the knee to Mr. Mahomes in person, just like everybody else. When Bucker trots out and sends you all home, I'll be there to console you. We just put the link in the chat. If you want to come and drop a lock, got a couple minutes left. Let's do it.
I can't think of them winning, but I also can't think of them losing.
Yeah. I can see them losing. I can't see them winning, but maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, like why can't we see them winning?
Because you have visions of Mr. Mahomes and the confetti falling, just like it happens every year. It's easy to picture.
Why can't I see the
OVO, dude, what's happening?
What's good, man? How you guys doing?
Good,
Good,
man.
bro. We're almost at baseball season. We're gonna need you, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for baseball season, man. Fucking
Hell yeah.
Alabama pulling it out yesterday. Won me $1,300.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Last night watching
that was a
Ole
sweat.
Miss, watching Ole Miss and Alabama simultaneously was fucking unreal.
Yep.
So
Oh
sweaty.
my god, Ole Miss smoked the layup. I'm like, oh my god, what is going on here?
Yeah, dude, that was unreal. Mississippi State.
Yeah, man, Super Bowl. I mean, we're looking at I think everyone's trying to dissect their plays and what's going on. I think I'm riding with the Chiefs money line personally. I mean, you just can't bet on Mahomes, man. I don't want to get snake bitten by that. But
Yeah.
what are we thinking about the national anthem? Are we going over or what's going on here?
Dude, right now the line is set at 120 and it's juiced at like minus 160 for the over.
Oh shit.
I believe that we are going to take the over. Last year we took the over, and I think the year before we took the under.
Yep.
And we are 2 for 2. Now we go on to year 3. The John Baptiste is like an instrumental.
Yeah, he gets in his bag with the piano.
The piano. Okay. He can play every instrument. But it's not until the first word to the last note. So once he says, "Oh," the clock starts.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna need some piano riffing throughout it, like because he goes like crazy. And apparently he came out in an interview and said that he's gonna try to make it the most impactful, influential national anthems, like of all time.
Yep.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably why it's over. Maybe because man, he should have kept it low key. Maybe the juices would have been like minus 160.
I know. I hate that.
I know.
What about like? Are you guys doing like Gatorade or like?
No, we're gonna do it all, dude.
Yeah, we're doing
Gatorade
it all.
colors
Gatorade.
and
I mean, I feel like the cat's out of the bag. If the Chiefs win, it's purple. If the Eagles win, it's yellow.
It's yellow. Okay. I think. So in terms of prop plays, like the ones I think right now that I like, Mahomes rushing yards. He's been using his legs.
Dude, I can't take Mahomes rushing yards after
Yeah.
2 years ago when he lost 15 in kneels.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a good point too. But I mean, you gotta hope that he gets it so over where like the number doesn't matter if he kneels if they're winning.
Yeah,
that's why you just take rush attempts, dude. We're taking rush attempts from Mahomes.
Rush attempts, okay, that's more of a safer bet.
I think it's at like 5.5, dude. There's this
because you could get there before, or you get the 3 knees at the end of the game. Then you're money.
And he also could take a knee at the end of the first half, like
yeah,
that makes sense. That makes sense. But I think I also like the touchdown. Hey, the first touchdown, him putting it on the in the end zone himself. I mean, they did like a QB power with him against the Bills. So I mean, maybe something to to keep an eye on. But man, giving Andy Reid 2 weeks to prepare for the Eagles,
I know.
That's tough. I know, Gavin, you're an Eagles fan. You're praying for the Eagles, but I can't bet against Mahomes, man.
That's fair.
Fine. We want honestly, like I want as many people as possible to bet on Mahomes because either you take money from Vegas or hopefully enough people bet on him that it maybe could, change a little outcome of the game.
Yep.
Are you trying to conduct your own witchery going on since the Chiefs been doing it at home? So you're trying to do your own witchery?
Sometimes you got to dance with the devil, dude.
Oh man, sometimes you gotta shake hands with the devil to get what you want.
Exactly.
You gotta be careful sometimes.
Yeah.
OVO, always appreciate you, dog.
Next week, gonna be a big one. We'll see you then.
For sure.
Peace, bro. Who else we got? Q Todd. Come on. It's a big moment. Q Todd Super Bowl play. Q Todd. Oh no. They took him out. They took him out, dude. Who's that? Who? All right, we'll play skee ball. Maybe Q Todd will come back.
Maybe Q Todd will come back.
If not, we'll get him next week.
BetMGM, iCasino, bang it. This was a nice little low-key show, dude. It was the calm before the storm.
Yep.
It was, we're gonna talk later on the actual national anthem on being
Bang,
over.
dude.
The coin flip. I think we rolled tails.
Yes, dude.
What's up, fellas?
We thought Vegas took you out.
No, they tried to get me, but I got to come back for y'all. Give you these locks.
Little bob and weave. I love it.
Done.
Yeah, we're 3-0 fellas last week.
Yeah,
dude, I know we were thinking about you. AJ Brown, longest reception.
Hurts passing yards.
Hurts passing
First
yards.
pass, and Patrick Mahomes anytime touchdown.
Yeah.
Fuck. Hell yeah, dude. What do we got this week, dude? Early
Oh
plays.
no, I've been thinking about this halftime show, the first song of the halftime show.
I love this.
Please
sign me up for whatever you're about to say.
It might be, to me, it might be Humble, or We Gonna Be All Right. Either one of those two is the first song of halftime show.
Do we have any insider?
He's not going to kick it. Huh?
Do we have any insider on that, or?
No, it's just a good feeling, just something to bring out, just to get the crowd hyped, because he's not going to start straight off with Not Like Us. That's pretty much crazy.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. So crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy. It just might work.
Yeah, that'd be wild. So he got to hype the crowd up just a little bit. So Be All Right and Humble is probably a good start off to a halftime show.
That's frisky, dude. How about game props? Anytime touchdown scores? You feeling anything? In
Yeah,
the
I'm going back to Patrick Mahomes anytime touchdown. You can't go past that at all. I mean,
Dude,
2 last week. It's in the Super Bowl now. Just hammer it.
Patrick Mahomes worries me because I feel like everyone's going to be hopping.
Plus 2,200 first touchdown. I'm beyond that. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on it too. Luke.
Come on, bro.
It's too much value right there. But I still got Eagles money line.
Play. He's been moving.
Yeah, he's been moving. I still got their futures for the Eagles. I got it 7-1 in week 14, so I'm still riding with it all the way. I'm taking the Eagles.
Hedging or no? Just riding it out.
Yeah, I'm just riding it out, man. I'm probably gonna hammer it again. Eagles minus $1 billion.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Take AJ Brown over receiving yards again too. So.
Yep, love it. All right, bro. We'll see you next week. We'll talk to you from New Orleans. Hell yeah.
Dude.
One more caller. Who we got? Joe?
Yo, what's up, boys?
Joe, what's happening, bro?
Not a whole lot, but there was one thing that was happening at the beginning of the season. We all remember when a toe dragged across a fine line in the back of the end zone.
Isaiah Likely.
I called in a play before that game, and I was all in on Nick Bolton over 5.5 solo tackles.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't pull through, but right now I'm looking at the line. Combined tackles over 8.5. 9 in his last Super Bowl. I believe 13 in the one before that.
Yep.
Never seen more of a lock in my life. I'm going back with Nick Bolton. Start the season with Nick Bolton. We end the season with Nick Bolton, baby. MIZ.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's incredible.
And that's all I got.
Yeah, I see on BetMGM, Nick Bolton over 8.5 tackles and assists plus 100.
Give me it. It's free.
Let's eat. I'm in. I got to write this down. Nick Bolton.
That's a glue prop.
Yeah.
It was a glue prop week 1. He let us down. I think he comes back around.
And I'm
he's a Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl shiner, dude. Big time player in the Super Bowl. He's there when you need him, covering the middle of the field. He's coming at Saquon hard all game. Jalen tries to scramble around. He's on a spy. He's on a spy on Jalen all game.
All right, bro.
Bro, appreciate it.
We'll be with you. I wrote it down.
Play, dude. That will be Luke's going to publicize that to the public.
For sure. Publicize to the public.
All
right, bro. We'll see you on the other side. All right,
dude. Well, we talked a lot about this game.
Yep.
And it's a frisky one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do. If I'm going to put a massive bet emotionally hedging or emotionally betting.
Yep.
Am I going to just go in on the Chiefs and do my best to try to jinx it? Or am I going to take the Philadelphia Eagles, put the sack
You're going to
on
take the
line?
Eagles, dude. We all know it.
Dude, I don't want this out of you. I want your fucking answer, dude.
I
want
think
you to be
you
like,
should
oh, you're going to do this, do this. No, I want answers.
I would never bet against my team in the Super Bowl. Couldn't do it.
Okay.
Couldn't do it.
But like, there's
if I go down, I want to go down in flames, dude. That was always my style, and I can't change.
But I feel like if
something
there's
in
enough
me
at stake, like I will do anything for the Eagles to win. If it's such a lock that the Chiefs win, then why don't
back your team, dude?
Then why don't I hammer the? Well, dude,
because who you bet makes no difference on the game.
I feel like I don't know, dude. I don't know.
We'll get Zeke in and then we'll end the show.
Zeke.
What a way to end it, dude. What do we got?
Gentlemen.
Give us a college basketball lock before you start.
All right. Immediately, right on impact.
Yep.
Gun to my head. Give me the Nittany Lions tonight. They got to get their revenge and beat Ohio State in some sport, and that sport's going to be basketball.
Love it. Okay. Easy.
Tails for the Super Bowl.
Lock.
And if you don't think Patrick Mahomes is going to be looking at the confetti and watching Taylor Swift get proposed to by Travis Kelce in about 10 days.
Can we get odds on that?
You need to read a goddamn book.
If he proposes on the field.
People were talking about that last year, but now I feel like this year
that might be real. Yeah.
Lock. Like,
I think they really love each other.
But like, this is the kid who was on here last week saying Bills money line, Bills money line, Bills money line.
He got the first down. We need chips in the balls. Put the chips in the balls.
Yeah, he really did get the first down.
Incredible.
Incredible.
You know, if Mahomes was rushing that, they would have gave him maybe a touchdown on that play.
Yeah.
Dude, he made the worst pass of his life, giving it the ref to the left, the ball, instead of the ref to the right, who had the first down mark.
McDermott should also be on the stand here because, we have 4 plays to get a yard, and we're running directly into their best player, Chris Jones.
Directly sideways first, and then into Chris Jones.
I don't know. He thinks it's a Disney movie. DeMar Hamlin's still out there.
All right. Penn State. Chiefs. All right. Good show. Good shift.
Good shift.
See you on the other side. We're going to be live from New Orleans.